York. Conor McGregor never has claimed to have much interest in making friends, but his visit to New York today may have created a lot more enemies than he ever could have expected. After the lightweight champion attacked a bus at Barclays Center following a media day for UFC 223, along with a group of other people with him, a total of 3 fights have been removed from the event. Ray Borg, 11-3 MMA, 5-3 UFC, will miss his flyweight fight against Brandon Moreno, 14-4 MMA, 3-1 UFC. A Borg team member told him I'm a junkie. Borg's participation first was reported to be in jeopardy in a report on Twitter from Zach Azevedo from Combate.com. According to Azevedo, Borg late today headed to the hospital because he was having difficulty opening his eyes from what he believed to be pieces of glass from the window McGregor broke out of the fighter and crew bus by throwing a dolly into it. Lightweight fighter Michael Chiesa, 14-3 MMA, 7-3 UFC, was sent to the hospital for cuts, and ultimately his fight against Anthony Pettis, 20-7 MMA, 7-6 UFC, had to be removed. UFC President Dana White pulled McGregor teammate Artem Lobov, 13-14 MMA, 2-4 UFC, from his preliminary card featherweight fight against Alex Caceres, 13-11 MMA, 8-9 UFC, for his role in the melee, and on 2 days' notice no new opponent was secured for Caceres to stay on the card. UFC 223 will take place Saturday at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The main card will air on pay-per-view following prelims on FS1 and UFC Fight Pass. The removal of the Chiesa-Pettis fight leaves a gap on the pay-per-view portion of the card. The removal of the Borg-Moreno fight leaves a gap on the FS1 portion of the prelims. It is not yet known which fights will shift around to fill in the new gaps in each broadcast. Stay tuned to MMA Junkie for more on this story as it develops. With the fight removals, the current UFC 223 lineup includes: main card, pay-per-view, 10 p.m. ET, Max Holloway vs Khabib Nurmagomedov, for lightweight title champ Rose Namajunas vs Joanna Jędrzejczyk, 4, women's strawweight title Calvin Kattar vs Renato Moicano Paul Felder vs Al Yaquin top preliminary card, FS1, 8 p.m. ET, Felice Herrig vs Karolina Kowalkiewicz Chris Gruetzemacher vs Joel Ozan Olivier Yvonne Mercier vs Evan Dunham preliminary card, UFC Fight Pass, 6:30 p.m. ET, Kyle Bochniak vs Zabit Magomedsharipov Ashley Evans Smith vs Spec Rawlings Devin Clark vs Michael Rodriguez. For more on UFC 223, check out the UFC's section of the site.